Hello, and welcome to the Raise Waves podcast. I'm your host, Raylene. Just sit back and ride the wave.
Okay, so on the road with Atlantis in 1979. We played all over Western Canada. So as far east as Winnipeg. Went there, saw, or Auntie Mary and Uncle John came and saw the band.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
And, yeah. That was all good. Then, the Japanese agent came out to Winnipeg and they took pictures. And we got a gig in Japan.
Oh.
So after we were on the road from January till August, and then in August we flew to Los Angeles, and then we flew to Tokyo. So it was 3 agents. There was our Edmonton agent, and then there was the Los Angeles agent, and then there was the Tokyo agent. Atlantis was an 8-piece band. 4 musicians, bass, drums, keyboards, and guitar. None of us sang. 4 singers. Maria Langenberg's 2 sisters, Margaret or Maggie, who Maria was in Silk, my first band. Maggie was in Silk and Free Fall, my second band, first and second. And their little sister Shirley. And then Maria's boyfriend, soon to be husband, Rick. So those were the 4 singers, and we did a lot of more pop, funk, disco. So we would be doing stuff like Rick also played trumpet.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Motown.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like the dream.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Sounds like your dream.
Doobie Brothers.
Doopy. Yeah, because your band was big enough. That's so cool.
A lot of stuff like that was on the radio, the disco stuff, like Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, that kind of genre.
Yeah.
And of course, the band was doing extremely well, and that's why the Japanese had interest, and they took pictures of us and they made a deal, and we were the first Canadian band.
Where?
What do you mean? They took pictures of us in
Saskatoon?
No, in Winnipeg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We were the first Canadian band to go to
Japan?
We must be in Alberta. Yes, the road's way better.
First Alberta band. Oh, because
To go to Japan.
the first Canadian band.
Yeah.
You said that we must be in Alberta because the roads are better.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Really? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cereal.
So, we were doing stuff like September, Earth, Wind and Fire, Boogie Wonderland, What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers, because we had the vocals.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And so
That's awesome.
we were there. Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. I brought a little bit of rock influence into them.
Yeah.
And Donna Summer, hot stuff. She works hard for the money. And very successful with that. And like I said, I brought in a little bit of the rock influence, so we were doing some Foreigner and Meatloaf, Blondie.
Nice.
And everything was great.
Cool. Yeah.
We're playing 6 nights a week, and it was full all the time.
That's awesome.
Back in those days. And life was pretty good.
Sheesh,
Making
every
good money.
single night
Yeah.
you'd be playing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, this guy's going too fast. Sheesh, he's putting Moses' trailer in front of us.
That.
So, yeah. Then life was really great, and we were making good money, 300, maybe 3.25 each a week.
And what are you? This sounds like a world tour almost.
No, just in Western Canada.
And Japan.
Oh, yes, and then we were gearing up for Japan. We went to Japan in August. And the Japanese didn't like the rock stuff, so we had to drop the rock stuff and learn
more disco stuff.
More disco stuff that
yeah.
was popular in the Far East.
Yeah.
So songs we never heard before, artists we never heard before.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so we did what we were told, and like I told you, we had to play 2 clubs a night.
Oh yeah.
So we did the first one.
Yeah, you gotta tell me all this again.
So we would walk to the first club because we were in Akasaka. We would walk to the Club Love and play from 7 to midnight.
So then you play 6 days in a week, but also twice.
Oh no,
in a
we
day.
would play 7 days in a week there.
In Japan.
Yeah, we would get every second Sunday off.
Oh sheesh. But then also in 2 clubs every night.
That's right.
Wow.
So the disco club and then the after hours club. And in the after hours club, there was 2 bands. And
That's awesome.
the way it worked was we weren't allowed to talk to the customers, the clients. So we had to sit in this little dinky room. And they wanted constant music.
Yeah.
So they would break into, I can't remember what the name of the song was, but that was the changeover song. And we would walk onto the stage, and I'd start hitting the ride, and he'd get up, and then I'd sit down, and then I'd play. We were playing this one, the changeover song, and the bass would come in. He'd switch from the bass player and the guitar player.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there was never
A break
not
in music. Yeah.
Wow.
And then we would break into our show and do 45 minutes or whatever, and then we would switch
Wow.
back and forth with the house band.
Okay, yeah.
And then we played that after hours club for the full 4 months.
Sheesh.
Pepe Lamoko.
And how long? So then when were you done playing in a night?
What?
When were you done playing? Because
At 4 a.m.
every night?
every night.
Sheesh. Sleep during the day on the bus.
Sleep during the day.
Or did you have a bus? Or was it just the van? Was it
No,
your van?
we walked
You walked? What?
or caught the subway. And
With all your band equipment?
oh, no. They provided everything. We just plugged in.
So they had all the instruments?
Yes.
On every stage?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's so interesting.
And And then the second club we played at, it was a like the first club, Club Love. They had a DJ. Rub. They had a DJ, and then we'd come on, and then we'd go off. But the second club, it was all mirrors, and we were behind the mirrors. And then the mirrors would open, and the band would be there, and the dance floor would be full from the DJ, and we'd do our thing. And it was pretty. Like, it was the second club was in Shimbashi. It was huge. It probably had like 2,500, 3,000 people.
It's huge.
Yeah.
In a club.
Yeah, it was a big club.
It's huge. Yeah. Yeah. Huge.
Well, the other thing was that they would give us 2 meals a day.
Yeah.
So on the first break, when so we'd start at 7, and at the first break, whenever that was, we'd get supper. And then after the after hours club, when we'd leave at 4, they would give us food to take home. So everything was really expensive there. Back in those days, it was like, well, I had my van held 50 gallons of gas, and it would have cost $350 to fill it up back in 1979. And when they had McDonald's there. And
where is this?
In Tokyo.
Oh, sheesh. That's
so
really
we went,
expensive.
which wasn't very often, but if we went to McDonald's, it was $5.
$5
For a Big Mac and French fries.
Alright.
Yeah, that was expensive.
Wow.
So we played at the first club, and for 2 months, and then they took us to another club. So we were in Akasaka. That's where we lived. And then we went to what?
You should go faster.
Go faster where?
Go faster.
Well, I don't know. I passed the cop back there.
Are you sure?
I did, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Alright, I want you guys to speak ticket because of me. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So, everything was very expensive there, and
Big Mac's $5.
we only ate. We had minimal beef. It was like you, vegetarian.
Yeah.
I lost 10 pounds.
Sheesh.
Skinny.
barely fit in your jeans anymore?
What?
They barely fit in your jeans anymore?
No, they were just a little loose.
Loose.
Yeah. So, yeah. That was quite the experience.
Oh, yeah.
Anyhow, it was really difficult because we couldn't communicate with anybody. Everybody spoke Japanese. Nobody spoke English.
I bet, yeah.
So the only ones we could talk to is the people in the band, and it didn't take long before we were all fighting with each other. So we had to stay and play out our
Tour.
yeah. And then we went home, and that was it.
Then you broke up?
That's right.
Wow.
And then I got home, and I got a call to be in Canada's privilege.
So it was like a unanimous decision that everybody just broke up? Or,
No, the
like-
singers stayed together and made a new band.
okay.
But they were all family.
Oh, okay. They probably changed the name too.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember what they were called after
Oh, that's
that.
alright.
So that was quite the experience in Japan. We had to play 2 weeks straight. We get every second Sunday off.
Of course.
We played the first club.
So were you making good enough money though?
No, we got the same money as in Canada.
Oh, really?
Except we had to play 2 clubs.
Oh,
The only advantage was we got paid in US dollars.
okay.
So they would take whatever we got paid in US dollars and convert it to yen.
Yen.
And then we'd save our yen. And then at the very end, I changed it back to US dollars.
Right.
But everybody else changed it back to Canadian. Because Canadian and US were on par in Tokyo. So it was the same. So like 200 yen equaled 100 US dollars.
Okay, yeah.
Or 200 yen equaled 100 Canadian dollars.
So why did you take U.S. money?
Because I knew that
That you were
US was
staying
more
in Canada?
valuable in Canada.
Oh,
And so when I came back,
then you transferred?
yeah, so when I got to Hawaii, it was 10 cents on the dollar.
Nice.
When I got to LA, it was 12 cents on the dollar. When I got to Calgary, it was 14.
Alright.
And when I got to Lethbridge, it was 16.
Woo!
So I made 16 cents on the dollar.
Good.
Yeah,
And you didn't tell anybody.
didn't matter.
You gonna answer that? Suspected spam. Don't do it. Don't do it. They just want your money.
So what number was that?
Oh, sheesh, I don't know. We had a big break.
Huh?
We had a big break. I went to bed. I don't know anymore. Well, before, go backwards. Before Atlantis,
Vendetta.
you were still with that exactly that
Vendetta.
project band.
And Pipe
And
Dream.
no, before Pipe Dream. Oh, it was. And then that
Tumbleweed.
country.
Tumbleweed. Tarantella.
Yeah.
Freefall. Silk. 7, and that was from 74 to 79, 5 years.
I think I counted that right. Atlantis.
Silk, Freefall, Serotonin, Tumbleweed, Pipe Dream, Vendetta, Atlantis.
Yeah, it's
7. So then I came back and got some offers from some bands in Edmonton, but I said no.
Because you didn't want to go to Edmonton.
I didn't. I had it with the road.
Yeah.
That's it. It wasn't all it was cracked up to.
Wasn't that your dream?
No, it was, but once you're there, it wasn't so dreamy. And so, the guy who was the manager of the local music store, he called me up and he had a band. He was making a band with his wife.
Okay.
And it was kind of like a country variety band.
Okay.
I played with them. It's called Harmony.
Okay, yeah.
And so I basically joined them in December of 79. And then played with them all of 1980 and 81. So for 2 years, that was a long time with that band.
Yeah.
They were booked every Saturday.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nice. So you still got time for yourself.
Well, that's when I came back from Japan. I got hired at Prudential, the insurance company. That's when I started selling life insurance.
Okay.
1979, December 79. And of course, I got in a band again. So I was never really out of a band.
Yeah, you said like the longest break was 2 weeks.
Yeah. And played with Steve and Liz Alexander for almost 2 years. Well, it probably was 2 years, all of 80 and 81. And had Dan Lynn in the band again. Except he switched to bass this time.
What was that?
He was in Pipe Dream
Yeah.
and Vendetta.
Was he a keyboard?
No, he was rhythm guitar in Pipe Dream and Vendetta.
Okay. You know, he's on bass.
Now he's on bass.
Yeah.
So we're just a 3-piece band
Alright.
with a singer. Yeah. So yeah. So that must be number 8.
Yeah, Harmony.
Yeah.
So did you play just in town with Harmony?
Pretty much, yeah. We were just
Last
wedding. We were like a wedding band, so
Okay.
we didn't travel very far. If we did, we came home that night. So, yeah.
So, how old are you now?
That band? 1980, so I would have been 25 in 81. So 24 and 25.
So you're only with Atlantis for about a year?
A year, yeah.
Okay.
Basically from January to the end of November.
Yeah. That's it?
A lot of traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
home, but how did you like being in Harmony?
Well, I've been in a couple bands like that since then, and they're not that exciting.
Yeah.
The events that you're playing for usually aren't really a huge party atmosphere, and you're playing rehashed music, so stuff that's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Because of the familiarity of it. And it was kind of like I wanted to be more on the stage and clubs and the bar and the cabarets,
Yeah.
not for some private party.
Yeah.
So what happened was, that's always been in the back of my mind, how to get a happy mix between both. So have a band that could do a corporate gig or a private party or a wedding,
Yeah.
and also play a club or a cabaret or a big party.
Or, yeah.
And that's where I've ended up now, in the Chevelles.
Right. Yeah. We're not there yet. Still in Harmony.
Right.
You're in Harmony.
So I already went for a couple of years, but in the meanwhile, this is when Randy Baylor and Maggie Keenan crossed my path. They called me up. They needed a drummer. They had a gig. And they were playing stuff. Well, I went and tried out. The stuff they were playing was way more my age.
Just look at all these cows looking this way. They're all just standing there looking that way.
Maybe it depends which way the rain's coming.
I don't know. They look like statues. Anyways. Okay, sorry. So you're auditioning for a new band now again? And did you leave Harmony yet? Because Maggie and...
Not yet, not till the end of the year.
Okay.
But I was actually playing in two bands.
Oh, I see.
So I was in Harmony, and then the Plugs.
Oh, the Plugs. Okay, yeah.
And the
About
Plugs,
that one.
they started kind of like in 1981
Yeah.
and went to end of 83, beginning of 84.
Okay.
And again, it was a top 40 rock band, so we were doing stuff like Tom Petty, a lot of Pat Benatar, the Babies, Styx.
Okay.
And so when I joined the band, it was Randy and Maggie and Mike Puckett, and then I got Peggy back into the band.
He's always been around. I'm surprised that he didn't join the Chevelles. Hagee? He's always been like...
Drank too much.
Oh, Hagee.
Hagee's gone.
Oh, he's gone?
He died at 50.
Wow.
Yeah, 15 years ago. Same age as me.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Anyhow, we are doing the Plugs now, and that went to 84, and we did a lot of big sports cabarets at the Exhibition Pavilion, and played at the Alec, and played at the Park Plaza.
So all around Lethbridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a little bit outside, like Tabor, Vauxhall,
Okay, yeah.
that kind of thing.
But you're good enough to play in Lethbridge now.
I've been playing in Lethbridge for a long time.
I know, I remember the first band, you were like, you didn't get gigs.
That was just only the first band.
Yeah.
Second band, even though we weren't good enough, we were playing it last week.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, the plugs. We were doing, you know, Harlequin. Yeah. So it was early 80s. A little bit of kind of punky stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Teenage Head.
Motley Crue?
No, there was no Motley Crue yet.
Oh.
We did Motley Crue in Syndicate.
Syndicate.
So it was 1984.
Oh, we're not there yet.
So we played 82, 83. Actually, 81, 82, yeah, because we were in two bands for a while there.
Oh.
81, 82, 83. And,
That's the longest you've lasted. You've lasted?
yeah, each one keeps getting longer.
3 years?
Well, Harmony was 2 years.
Yeah.
That was 3 years. And what happened was the guitar player wanted to take the summer off.
Oh, okay.
So I hired another guy who had just come in off the road, and it was Attila.
Attila?
Yeah.
Alright.
So that was in 83, and he played for the summer with us.
Okay.
And then the band that he had was a family band. It was him, his brother, his sister, and their cousin played drums.
Oh, okay.
So he quit after the summer when the other guy came back.
Yes.
And he went back to his own band, but he saw how the people in the plugs, they didn't treat me very good.
Yeah.
They were always
You didn't like it?
they wouldn't take direction well. So he called me up
Because you were trying to
and he said,
lead it?
well, I was the boss. I've been the boss in every band.
Yeah.
Except for Harmony.
Yeah.
Well, no, Harmony, I wasn't the boss. And Atlantis, I wasn't the boss. And Syndicate.
Okay.
So Attila's band, his family band, was Syndicate.
Yeah.
They came off the road, and he wanted to let his cousin.
Let him go?
Yeah, he wasn't that good of a drummer.
Alright.
So after he played the summer with me and the plugs, he wanted me to replace Alex in Syndicate.
Alright. Weren't the Plugs a really good band though? Was that a good one?
Yeah. Oh, 3 years.
Yeah, it lasted 3 years.
Playing all the big shows. Then, so Attila talked me into quitting the plugs and joining Syndicate.
Yeah.
Except, there's a same old thing. I had the practice place, I had the band. And I had most of the PA.
Yeah.
So I told Maggie and Randy and Hegland and fuck it, Mike, that I was done. To pack up your stuff and move up.
Because it was your place.
To my place,
Yeah. Leaving your own band again.
Well then, Tila and Rob and Helen moved in. Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And we started playing in January 1984.
Right.
Then we had a few shows. Things were looking pretty good. Then we played at the Sandman. And
So what music was that? What music was that?
Top 40.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same as the Plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top 40 rock. So anyhow, things were looking pretty good, and then the lead singer, bass player Rob, their little brother,
Little brother.
he drank too much and got killed in a car accident.
No.
So I thought almost that was it for the band, but they wanted to keep going, so
Whose little brother was this?
Tila's.
Teal's little brother.
Yes.
Oh no. And what was he doing in the band?
Lead singer, bass player.
Oh.
Pretty important. So we tried out a few guys, couldn't find anybody, so I phoned up Dick Balls.
Big balls.
He moved back to Lethbridge, joined the band.
Oh.
So he played rhythm guitar
Where'd you
and
meet
sang.
him?
Huh?
Where'd
Dick?
you meet him? Yeah. Because he said he
know
moved
him.
back to Lethbridge.
Yeah, I knew him from before he moved away. But I'd never
Okay.
played in a band with him.
Okay.
So then we got Wally.
Wally.
Wally, who was so going back a few bands, Harmony. When I joined Harmony, Wally was the bass player, but then he left, and we got Dan Land. So I got Wally. That's a picture that's on Facebook with a Tila. You've seen it before, haven't you?
Maybe. I don't know. On your Facebook?
I've seen it posted on mine. Somebody put it there.
Oh, okay. And then they tagged you in it or something?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. So the band continued with Dick Balls? Did you keep the name?
Yeah, we stayed a syndicate, and we had to get two guys to replace Rob, bass player and another singer.
Yeah.
And we played till the end of '84. But then Helen and Bigfoot, they got married, and pregnant.
Break up the
baby.
band, why don't you?
What?
Get married, break up the band.
Yeah. So that was that for that band. Only a year.
Thanks for hanging out to the end of this podcast. As always, stay hydrated and ride the wave.